subscribe, babe. Make sure you subscribe, babe. Period. Hi my loves, your related girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to you all with a review of Coming Up Miami episode 3. The name of this episode is called Let Me Sleep. Now before I hop into it, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this video just off the rip, bitch, just cuz, okay? I mean, for anybody black. All right, so listen, the episode kicks off where they were having the dinner party. They're having a dinner party and Egypt tries to throw the monkey in the wrench in the monkey. I don't know. And she's like, oh, pass this shot to your least favorite person, to whoever you like the least. And what's her name? Nani passes her shot to Shot, and she's like, you don't like me? She's like, you don't even know me, babe. Like, you don't even know me, babe. And she was like, yeah, well, I don't know you, but I don't like how you were calling somebody Zoe when you don't even know what that means, and like you just kind of took it there, and I don't even know why you said that. Da, da, da. She was like, well, I just thought he was Haitian. And she was like, okay, yeah, but you didn't even know that. Like, I don't even know the context. And she was like, how did you even know he was Haitian or something? And Shot was like, I'm just cool like that. And it turns out that whoever they were talking about really was Haitian. So I'm just like, girl, we need a little bit of context, because I want to share. If I want to share your outrage, I need to know exactly what we're talking about. That was what it was. And then Nicole comes up, and Nicole is like, so I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. I want to know if you have a problem with me, babe. And I'm like, just like, girl, can we not with this whole Nicole and Selena thing? Can we, you know how they used to say, can we do and say we didn't? Can we do whatever that saying was, like, let's just do it and say we didn't. Like, girl, let's just not do it and say that we did, girl. I don't even know. That whole Selena and Nicole thing was so annoying. Selena gets upset, as everybody else did at the fucking dinner table, because let it go, babe. Let it go. So Tenaki comes back into the party after she kind of calms down, and her and Twan mutually agree that they'll talk later. The cake comes out and everybody's singing happy birthday. The food looked really, really good. The food looked really good. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but in the ever I go back to Miami, I need to run that back, because that restaurant food looked really good. So Tenaki is outside and they're talking to Twan, and you know, he's just like, I don't fight with females, I don't do this. And Tenaki is, she's like, I'm from Memphis, we listen to music. Like, girl, Tenaki is off it. She really is. She's like, I don't care what's going on, like, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm with whatever you're with. And so Twan moves to the back and he was like, let me just chill for a second. I'm just going to chill right now, because like this is giving too much. And so they, long story short, they ended up hugging it out. Tenaki is just literally drunk. Tenaki is very drunk. Tenaki is very inebriated, and it's just giving, like, you know, TMI. Or team too much. Anyway, so they go back to the house. They're in the car. Everybody's all, you know, now I want to say passed out drunk, but girl was definitely giving passed out drunk. And as they're in the car, they 3 hours later comes on the stream, so it was a time lapse. And Egypt's in the confessional explaining, like, girl, I have this thing about sleeping on people's blankets and sleeping underneath blankets. I'm kind of like that too at a hotel. Like, girl, sleeping underneath the blankets sometimes keep me out in a hotel. So she's like, I just was looking for a blanket to kind of lay on top of. And I knock on the door, and I go into the room and see if there's extra blanket in there. And she was like, Shot answered the door and was like, no, there's no blanket in here. But I just go in there to look really quickly. And, you know, she's like, there wasn't no blanket in there. And so I left. And so then all of a sudden you see Nicole screaming and hollering, walking around, who is in my room? Who is in my room? Like, going off. Like, she screamed 20% of this episode. She was out of her mind, belligerent, drunk. She was not in her right state of mind whatsoever. Okay, this lady was not in her right state of mind whatsoever. This lady was not in her mind whatsoever. Let me just say that again. So you know, Kay starts going off like, girl, what are you talking about? And you need to chill out. You talking all this heavy stuff. Kay from Philly, Kay from around the way, and she went on and spoke. That kind of sobers Nicole up really quickly. And then we go to, she goes into the room and she's talking to Shot. She's like, why'd you wake me up? Why'd you wake me up? Why'd you wake me up? And so they're talking about why she woke her up, girl. I'm just like, why did you wake her up? And Shot's just sitting there. She just taking it. She don't got nothing to say. And Shot was just like, she came into our room. Like, I was just letting you know what was going on. And she's just drunk out of her mind. She's hitting, she's spitting, she's carrying on. So the next one is Shy and Nicole are sitting outside and they're talking about whatever. It's like, girl, what happened last night? What happened? And so they're talking, and Egypt and Kay come right out and sit right down. And then it turns into, what y'all talking about over here? Like, what y'all talking about over here? As soon as she say that, girl, they switched it up automatically. They just switched it up and was like, oh no, because I was just feeling like, you know, like whatever. So Shy was like, Egypt was like, it's really not you, it's your friend. And Shy like, well, what did I do? What did I do? Shy's gonna be the fall guy every time because Nicole doesn't want to be the one to catch no smoke. Nicole don't want to catch no smoke. She don't want to catch no fade. So it's gonna be Shy. And so Shy was like, well, did you knock? Because I didn't hear you knocking or whatever. And Egypt was like, I knocked on everybody's door, this, that, and the third. And then Kay was like, well, ultimately, I just feel like you is on some BS. And da-da-da. So Shy apologized, Nicole apologized. I'm like, girl, not as soon as somebody compress y'all. Not as soon as anybody compress y'all. Not compress, girl, compression shorts. Soon as somebody compress y'all apologizing straight off the rip. Like, y'all apologizing in 2.5 seconds. The way that you carried on all night last night like that, the way that you carried on all night long, and now I come to you in 2.5 seconds, you apologizing? Girl, no. And I think Egypt is very clear on how, like, Kay is the one that's gonna pop off, and Egypt is just gonna be the girl that's just kind of like that's going to be messy, but Kay's the one who really want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Much like Shy is the one who is her lapdog, and Nicole is the one with the money. So Kay is the one that'll fight. Egypt is the one with the clout. Then Nicole literally switches up as she's outside talking to Shy, like, girl, you woke me up for nothing. You woke me up for nothing. I just feel like, y'all, it's so obvious that, like, Shy and Nicole don't really want no real issues with these girls. And Egypt and Kay are giving very much like, okay, so nuck if you bug ho. It's giving very much nuck if you bug ho. Like, and they don't want to nuck. They don't want to nuck, and they don't want to bug. They just want to pop and say, babe, come here, babe, all day. That's all they want to do. They want to be cute on this show. They don't want to give it up. They just want to be cute, which I'm not mad at. I don't, whatever. So Shadora and Selena starts talking, and I was like, yeah, Shadora was not at that dinner. She like, why didn't you wake me up? Why didn't you wake me up? And Selena was like, I tried to wake you up. We wasn't waking up. Should I go? Did you eat my pussy? She was like, I should have. Maybe you would have woke up. Like, Shadora is giving like big bad wolf. She wanted to fake come to Selena's rescue for whatever reason. And girl, if I do something else to my hair right now, it's gonna be a wrap. Let me just this is the last ponytail, I promise y'all. This is it right here. It's the last ponytail. Hopefully it's the one I like. So she was just like, I didn't wake you up. I tried to wake you up, but you was asleep or whatever. So Selena is filling her in about Nicole. She's like, I don't know, Nicole keeps pressing me. I don't know what it is. And Selena's just like, oh, she's just jealous of you. You're such a sweet girl. I mean, I don't really know you like that, but you seem like such a sweet girl. Like, which one is it? You don't even know this girl and she's so sweet. Like, girl, you can't have it both ways. I feel like let them girls figure it out, and it got nothing to do with you, because if it was you, Shador, nobody's coming to save your big black ass. So save it, sister, for somebody who really cares. So London joins the scene, and she usually offers nothing, but she did say, oh, so did you tell her about the girl who was smelling like fish? And she was like, oh no, who was smelling like fish? And she was like, oh, basically she said Nani, but Shadora wasn't there to even know her as Nani. She was like one of the new girls. And she was like, Selena was like, oh, I told them that I would say it because, I'm a name dropper. I'll say who it is. But nobody wanted to say anything about it. And so Shadora was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe somebody's out here smelling like fish. But then literally goes back to Nicole and was like, oh, she's trying to bully you. I don't like that. It is what it is. Like, Shadora, and what, you gonna bully Nicole? Like, I don't like Shadora. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out where she was going, but she's giving very much like, she likes Selena. And Selena knows it, so it's like, well, because I like you, I'm not gonna have nobody mess with you, and like, I don't even need context. I'm about to just go ahead and be your, ultimate defender. Like, girl, go ahead and bump boxes somewhere else. And she probably, let me not. Anyway, so they have a brunch, and Nicole comes out, and she's like trying to have a moment. And Egypt was kind of like interrupting her. Egypt gives very much like, I'm going to be the main character here, and I don't care what none of you hoochies think about it. But she was like, we're going to go to a party later. It's going to be a celebrity guest and this, that, and the third. So Shadora is like, why y'all ain't wake me up? Why y'all wake me up? I was like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, girl, we are girls. We're drinking mimosa, sister. Why y'all wake me up? I was like, oh shit. Excuse me. Damn. she's coming with that energy like, yeah, I want to have a problem and I want to know, but in a subtle way though, like making a joke about it. You ever be around somebody who want to have an issue but they don't really have no issue, so it's like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I just can't explain it. Y'all gotta know. Y'all have to have been around the hood to know what I'm talking about. So she gets to everybody. It was like, oh, I tried to wake you up. You wasn't waking up. I tried to wake you up. So she tried to say something to Nicole. And she was like, oh, Nicole, I ain't no maid. I've been cleaning your house. Well, you know, I need some money. Where's your maid? This and the third. Nicole just played it off, laughing off like, girl, ain't nobody about to be fighting you, big grizzly. Hell, bitch. Go ahead. Okay, mentioned something about standing on business. And she was like, I just feel like y'all don't stand on business. She was like, who are you talking about? She was like, Sha and you know, Nicole. Nicole was like, oh, I don't stand on business. I don't stand on business. And then so Sha tries to keep, you know, chime in or whatever the case. Kate just pressing them. She was like, well, why are we talking about it? We just squash it outside. And Kate at this point is just looking to have a moment, looking to have somebody to fight with, because she knows she's not going to get it from Sha and Nicole. Basically, you know, they're marks now at this point, especially with girls like this. But we're gonna see how it goes. Chef comes out and was like, oh, everybody liked the food except for Selena. She's like, oh, it tasted like prison food. And everybody like, girl, you had shrimp and grits in prison, like, when is it given? And she was like, no, I'm just saying I didn't like it. Nicole's all sitting mad like, I don't like anybody who likes her. Like, girl, you a hater. You's an old hater. So Selena was like, yeah, I hear that Monique's is supposed to be coming to the celebrity party. If it's her old ass, I really don't care, because I was dealing with her boyfriend Richie Dollars at the same time. And so Egypt was like, oh, so you was a side chick? And she was like, well, he was publicly with her. So it was like, oh, so you was a side chick? And she's like, well, whatever, however you want to call it, I was dealing with Richie Dollars. And, you know, I just feel like they be hating on Selena on the low. Like, girl, it is what it is. I noticed that Sha had left the table at this point, but Nicole gives Selena props. I feel like Nicole is starting to peep that the girls like Selena and she needs to kind of be on board with her. So now you're giving her, like, I will give you props for that. So they're in the car and they're on the way out, and Selena says, we're about to say, where's that girl at Shakur? Meanwhile, Shadora is doing all this caping for Selena. She don't even know the girl's name. And she's like, when we get back, we tried to all wake her up, but she's asleep again. When we get back, we're gonna wake her up with pots and pans. And she was like, now that I agree with. This is Nicole. Nicole and Selena ended up hugging it out. So they're like, oh, finally we got a little moment. So we get to the party and y'all, they're talking, and we see Safari, and we see a couple of other, I guess, you know, heavy hitters. We see Bianca's like, yeah, I'm gonna get Selena because she said she was gonna something about my baby daddy, and you know, I'm a mom, but I'm a bitch immediately after. Now Bianca was already on VH1 show with her man all hemmed up, and he barely wanted to be Berlin. If Selena is trying to get a hold of your man, girl, and y'all already on shaky ground, girl, you might as well just give it to her. Just go ahead, because we all know something about Selena and her box that these men just lose. They will lose a 20-year marriage behind Selena. Can't understand it. So, you know, Selena kind of, I feel like I want to give it to Selena. You in a room full of just who you know is ops, who you know is possibly about to link up against you, and you still standing on business. I mean, like, she's still there. She don't even matter. So as everybody's outside, says, I don't like her. I don't deal with her. This is Nicole talking about Selena. I don't like her. I don't deal with her. And she was like, well, wasn't you just outside? Weren't you just outside saying that she was cool? Like, why are you making this a big deal? Y'all was just hugging in the car. And so Selena gets upset, like, girl, don't try to get around these little D-list celebrities and try to make it seem like you're gonna little girl me. I don't like that. So she starts talking to Nicole. And Nicole walks over and she's just like, I don't care. You better stop acting like this towards me. We were just cool. Now you got a problem. Now you got an issue. I don't like this. Da da da. Well, she's absolutely right. Like, don't try to switch up on me. And she's like, well, let's bring Safari out here. And she was like, no, we're not going to involve him in no drama. We're not going to involve him in no drama. Girl, Safari got enough drama for all of you bitches in there. Are we dumb? Oh, we're not going to involve him in no drama. So Egypt is in the confessional, basically is like, yeah, it's really nothing to talk about, but we already know the energy that that Nicole is giving Safari. They obviously, you know, popping and, you know, already fucking. And that's what Selena has said, like, girl, ain't nobody got nothing for, you know, trying to swallow him up in the bathroom. Something she said, she ate him up. ain't nobody trying to worry about Safari swallow him up in the bathroom. Like, it is what it is. So she like, Safari, Safari. And she's like, no, 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 I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. And so Egypt has said she had made it very clear to not involve Safari. Do not call him on under this bullshit. And I'm just like, girl, not that you're a man and can't even talk about it. And Selena, girl, not you. We all know you's a man swallower. Don't be calling my man, girl. That's like, she ready. Selena getting tired of it. And so we see her throw a drink on Selena, and Bianca, oh no, they were going back and forth, and Bianca throws the drink on Selena. So Selena outside like, girl, and this is why I'm going to F your baby daddy, and we're going to get custody of your kid, and all this shit. Like, she just popping heavy. And knowing men, they'll probably go for it. Like, girl, just, so then we're going to see Dasani and Kay go at it, and she was like, girl, I got a little bug in my ear talking about we really know that it was Diamond that was thinking, but I'm gonna say it was you so we can kind of put on for the cameras. And I was kind of with it, like, okay, thinking, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe no woman, no woman, especially no woman that's out here selling cat and booty hole, is gonna agree to come on camera and say something like, I'm gonna agree to my box smelling like cat. I mean, not even cat, girl, fish. I can't even say this shit, bitch. I can't even formulate the words. I'm gonna go on camera and agree and then play along with y'all saying my box smells like fish. Bitch, make up another storyline, ho. We can say some other shit than that. Dasani said she was going along with it, but then she tried to flip it and it was giving her a lot of energy. So we're going to see how that plays out. We're going to see a couple of people get dragged. We're going to see Kay in a headlock, I think. Dasani had her up in the Melvin headlock. Mama, yeah, go ahead and call your mama. Okay, so we're going to see how these things give it up. This was a good episode. Episode 3 was kind of dragging. I want to see some more action. We haven't seen a fight yet, girl. And it's still giving good because it's one of the better produced shows, but we need some more. We need some more action, okay? All about that action. Drop down, let me know what you think. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.